Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Life is the dancer and you are the dance. Where there is anger, there is always pain underneath. Anything that you resent and strongly react to in another is also in you. Observe your thoughts, don't believe them. The secret of awakening is to unconditionally accept this moment as it is. Wisdom comes with the ability to be still. Just look and listen. No more is needed. To love is to recognize yourself in another. The past has no power over the present moment. Life isn't as serious as the mind makes it out to be. You can only lose something that you have, but you cannot lose something that you are. When you become comfortable with uncertainty, infinite possibilities open up in your life. You are not in the universe, you are the universe. Sometimes letting things go is an act of far greater power than defending or hanging on. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation but your thoughts about it. It is not uncommon for people to spend their whole life waiting to start living. Stress is caused by being here but wanting to be there. Whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world. Being spiritual has nothing to do with what you believe and everything to do with your state of consciousness. When you complain, you make yourself a victim. Leave the situation, change the situation or accept it, all else is madness. No matter how long your journey appears to be, there is never more than this, one step, one breath, one moment. Now. When you live in complete acceptance of what is, that is the end of all drama in your life. Stop looking outside for scraps of pleasure or fulfillment, for validation, security, or love. You have a treasure within that is infinitely greater than anything the world can offer. You are not separate from the whole. You are one with the sun, the earth, the air. You don't have a life. You are life. Sometimes surrender means giving up trying to understand and becoming comfortable with not knowing. In today's rush, we all think too much, seek too much, want too much, and forget about the joy of just being. Be aware of your breathing. Notice how this takes attention away from your thinking and creates space. Acceptance means, for now, this is what this situation, this moment, requires me to do, and so I do it willingly. What a liberation to realize that the voice in my head is not who I am. Who am I then? The one who sees that. The past gives you an identity and the future holds the promise of salvation, of fulfillment in whatever form. Both are illusions. Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. Instead of asking, "What do I want from life?" a more powerful question is, "What does life want from me?" If you are in the habit of creating suffering for yourself, then you are probably creating suffering for others too. Things and conditions can give you pleasure, but they cannot give you joy. Joy arises from within. Don't seek happiness. If you seek it, you won't find it, because seeking is the antithesis of happiness. Happiness is ever elusive, but freedom from unhappiness is attainable now, by facing what is, rather than making up stories about it. When you drop your expectations that a person, a situation, a place, or an object should fulfill you, it's easier to be present in this moment because you're no longer looking to the next one. Most people want to get what they want, whereas the secret is to want what you get at this moment. When you recognize that there is a voice in your head that pretends to be you and never stops speaking, you are awakening out of your unconscious identification with the stream of thinking. When you notice that voice, you realize that who you are is not the voice, the thinker, but the one who is aware of it. Don't look for any other state than the one you are in now, otherwise, you will set up inner conflict and unconscious resistance. Forgive yourself for not being at peace. The moment you completely accept your non-peace becomes transmuted into peace. Anything you accept fully will get you there, will take you into peace. This is the miracle of surrender. Life will give you whatever experience is most helpful for the evolution of your consciousness. How do you know this is the experience you need? Because this is the experience you are having at the moment. Give up defining yourself, to yourself or to others. You won't die. You will come to life. And don't be concerned with how others define you. When they define you, they are limiting themselves, so it's their problem. Whenever you interact with people, don't be there primarily as a function or a role, but as the field of conscious presence. Time isn't precious at all, because it is an illusion. What you perceive as precious is not time but the one point that is out of time, the now. That is precious indeed. The more you are focused on time, past and future, the more you miss the now, the most precious thing there is. Any action is often better than no action, especially if you have been stuck in an unhappy situation for a long time. If it is a mistake, at least you learn something, in which case it's no longer a mistake. If you remain stuck, you learn nothing. All cravings are the mind seeking salvation or fulfillment in external things and in the future as a substitute for the joy of being. As long as I am my mind, I am those cravings, those needs, wants, attachments, and aversions, and apart from them there is no I, except as a mere possibility, an unfulfilled potential, a seed that has not yet sprouted. The most common ego identifications have to do with possessions, the work you do, social status and recognition, knowledge and education, physical appearance, special abilities, relationships, person and family history, belief systems, and often nationalistic, racial, religious, and other collective identifications. None of these is you. All negativity is caused by an accumulation of psychological time and denial of the present. Unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear, are caused by too much future and not enough presence. Guilt, regret, resentment, grievances, sadness, bitterness, and all forms of non-forgiveness are caused by too much past and not enough presence. Those who have not found their true wealth, which is the radiant joy of being and the deep, unshakable peace that comes with it, are beggars, even if they have great material wealth. They are looking outside for scraps of pleasure or fulfillment, for validation, security, or love, while they have a treasure within that not only includes all those things but is infinitely greater than anything the world can offer.